Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, Zero Likeness, how are you doing? Happy New Year. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me. Hey, the fat cat Kevin Samuels. Uh, Let me trying to give see if anybody else coming in here. Hey, TC. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Are y'all excited about 2026? I am. Hopefully the Lord let us all make it to out of 2025 until 2026, child. But I named this video, Ooh, child. Auntie Dr. General, I handled you at the purge. He is blaming everybody. He's saying he got handled. That's part of the purge. He's still making videos about it, and I'm getting my life. I love it. He's still so mad. He mad because Mahaya won. I have never seen such a sore loser to be that old. That's something that little children, you'd have to teach a child somebody got to win and somebody got to lose in a contest. As basketball, football, spelling bees, presidents, the mayor. Somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. Quitters never win. And when you break rules in a sport, you can get disqualified. A technical foul. Hey, Tracy. And you only get so many technical fouls in a game. Some games you don't get no technical fouls. You mess up one time, that's it. That's the way the world goes. If you don't want to lose, don't participate. And don't blame everybody that was in the contest for you losing. If my hair would have lost, they would be saying, listen, yeah, listen to him over there crying. Because they already say he whine and cry all the time. And they say he whine and crying because he's telling them what he's making lives and telling them what's going on, what people are doing to me. Don't he have that right? Hey, Watermelon, how you doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. But child, that man is still mad. He was at Envy's yesterday. Uh Envy invited Eve, which is a content creator in the Mo3 sector, because it's certain people is they just can't let this loss go. Mainly DG and his crowd, because everybody know it's going to be some people upset at the end of a contest, and some people do have fits. But it's a trip to see a man do it, and day after day after day. Even though people over here in the beach said to be pissed off, they don't be pissed off no almost a week. Hold on, just a minute. Y'all hold on for a minute. Yeah. Wait a minute, let me see. Let it walk. Hey, son. Thank y'all for being so patient with me and holding. That was my son wishing me a happy new year. He wanted to do it before the new year got here. He'll spend time with his lady. But what was I saying? Oh, Envy had invited Eve to his panel yesterday. He had called her early in the day, trying to get his life together, and he invited her to come over to discuss, the issue, if there was one, with the purge. Okay. Um, she well, Auntie, the man that gave the contest, he was talking to Envy about it on the panel. Now they was talking just normal with their voices like this. And then Eve came and she was asking Auntie questions. He was answering them and this and that. And all of a sudden, like a lightning bolt, Auntie Dr. General hit the panel. And it turned into a circus. Okay? It turned into a circus. And it was crazy. Just because you don't be there when they explaining the rules, that's not the person's fault. The person that's giving the contest. Okay. And just because you decide not to look on the screen when he had like the basic rules on the screen, no guns, no nudity, because there's been people that do that before, like flash gun, point guns like they want to shoot somebody, and he have to quit. He have been struck before, and the purge just stopped. And then he have to start over. Okay, so it's no GUNS and no nudity, and not no words like slurs like yag, with the F on it and stuff like that. It's not that bad of a rules. I think you should be able to follow those. But if you got somebody that's doing it over and over and over and over and over and over, and you tell them to stop, and you put, drop them down and say, hey, we can't be doing that over here. I don't want that on my purge. The person that's doing the contest should have a right to do that. You shouldn't be complaining, texting the man complaining, putting messages in the back chat, screaming about the moderators. Everything he had an issue with everything. And Aunt got tired of it. Auntie got just sick of it. It went on and on and on. So he got disqualified. And to me, whoever do these challenges, they have a right if they don't want you to be in here anymore. If you're causing chaos and confusion, making their job harder. And plus, they're dealing with money, like the money to give the winner. You know, he have him and the person that's helping him, the hostess. They have to keep up with all of it. And you don't have time to be pampering nobody and handling with soft gloves when you're in a heated drag with people, because that's what the people coming up there doing constantly is dragging each other. Now, there are parts of the purge that if you want to make up with a person that's been your enemy like throughout the years, or you got a brief spat going on, y'all could talk it out. That's the main purpose of the purge, is to be able to talk to somebody that you're having an issue with, and maybe you can get it resolved. Sometime it work, sometime it don't. But that's the main goal of the purge, is to get all of that bitterness out so you can start fresh. But it don't always work, because like with me, if something stuck, when I ain't got time for that. But and I tried to make up. Sherry Berry tried to make up with me, and we had squashed it. And then this little girl that was on this panel, here she comes from the side and started fighting with me. And then Sherry got into it when I started dragging that little hoe. And then we right back where we started from, which is no big deal. You know. It ain't no big deal. All right. That man was so mad that, because he got disqualified from the purge, and then he started doing lives and hidden panels telling lies. And then he turned against a lot of his supporters. He started lashing out at them, kicking them out off the panels and kick them, getting them out the chat, block them, doing bullshitting like that. That's a hard person to get along with. Now, I haven't had any problems with any person that support me because I don't expect a lot, from people that do come to my chat. You know, if you want to drag it, okay, but I want this really to be a place to chill, you know. But sometimes people get into it. I can't stop that, but I'm not gonna get in it, and I'm not gonna throw y'all out if y'all want to drag in the chat. I'm not gonna throw you out for doing it. It is what it is. If you want to fight, fight. But mostly in this chat, I very seldom have anybody get into it. Even people that don't like each other that be in here, they don't be swinging back and forth in the chat at each other. I think that they just like to have somebody chill out here. And I have some places like that on YouTube. When I don't want to be bothered, I go there and decompress. Just sit in the chat or sit in the clouds, you know. But some people take this YouTube like it's life. They just off into it too tough. And it's the mindset of some people. You shouldn't be on here trying to destroy people, um, getting digging all in their business. I don't do that. I don't care about that. But if you put the shit on here, I'm gonna talk about it. And that's not gonna you can't stop me from talking about it. Because I'm not stopping you from talking about what you want to talk about. But like I said, some people take this shit bullshitting too serious, and they take these relationships that's on here that's virtual, they take it they too trusting, like giving people information about you or telling your deepest dark secrets. I will not do that. To me, this is just like I said, entertainment. Hey, Bimp. But honey child, some of these motherfuckers take this shit too serious. And Auntie Dr. General, he's involved in this shit too tough. And he be constantly turning on his woman. I'm gonna give me some head when it's over. And he dragging like another person. Yeah, you ain't gonna get no head from nobody. I'm gonna get some head the goddamn night, and your woman sitting right up there, and you saying bullshitting it like that. Well, I'm gonna get some ussa tonight. I bet you don't. You don't know what these people getting gonna be doing tonight, and that's degrading. Doing your girl like that, even though you casually date somebody, you don't want to be talked about like that. And she said, "Nigga, I ain't gonna suck your. You know what?" She told him that over on interviews yesterday. Well, he said, "I bet I get some head tonight. I bet my bitch give me some head tonight. I bet my bitch give me some ussa tonight." And she said, "You ain't getting neither." And she said she hadn't gave him no oil. Nigga, I ain't gave you no oil in 6 months. What make you think you gonna get some tonight? And she say all he good for is being a cuddle buddy, cause she don't expect nothing out of him, cause he ain't doing it right. And if you ain't doing it right, if the man ain't doing it right, a woman don't want to be bothered with that. Get you all worked up and out, ready to do it, and then you fizzle out. You ain't gonna start the car for that. My car don't start for that. But I don't mess with nobody that car don't run right. I don't. If they got a knock in the motor, I don't want that car. Okay, I want that hot rod that's running around out there. But some of these people that got these hoopties, they think they really doing something. And I heard he got a hoopty. Child. Child, let me speak to somebody. Hey, baby, child, how you doing? Y'all happy New Year to all, everybody. I just come over here just to bullshit and talk about Aunteedollargeneral. He is so hurt about not winning that money. But I told him when he called me out there chat at the Purge, which that's what you do. You call the people out. Well, when he called me out, amongst other ones that's over in the Mo 3 sector, I went up there and I drugged the hell out of him. And I told him he's like, you're not going to win this money. I'm going to make sure you don't win. And I got him out of his body so bad, y'all. He was pitiful. And he was being a tattletale. And it didn't work. And I won the round, bitch. And you couldn't handle it. You got yourself disqualified in the next round. And you still out your body. You said that it was rigged. Now you was doxing and you was doing every fucking thing. Using all them gay slurs and stuff. And like I said, over in the beef sector, it's gay friendly over here. It's a lot of gays in the beef sector. The women don't call the guys aggots. We don't call them punks and stuff like that. And like the transsexual, we don't call them transsexual. When we dragging them bitches, okay? And they dragging us as bitches. And we don't whine like a hoe. Like if they jump down on our head and we don't jump back on their head, that's on you. And there's some people that do get beat up over here, dragged every day. But until they learn how to drag back, that's gonna happen. Unless they just say, look, I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't want to do that. Then we have people up here in the beef sector, they don't drag with nobody. But sometimes the people that don't like to drag will overstep their bounds. And that's why they have to get body slammed. That's just the way it goes. We have people that whine and cry when they get body slammed or clothesline, but they have to toughen up. If they don't toughen up, they're going to get bodied every day. And it is what it is. And we have some of the people that whine and cry. That's on them. That's how they want to go on their journey. And we know you like to whine and cry. We're going to give you something to whine and cry for. That's the way to be safe to do it. Over here, sometimes a person ain't got to do shit to you. And you get your head jumped on. You either going to get beat up or you're going to fight back. It's no other choices. You're not going to be hanging around over here in the beef sector and be up in the business and don't think your ass going to get drugged. And it is what it is, okay? A lot of people that when they get drugged, they'll try to strike your pages, or like in Auntie and other ones, they'll get on your panel and start talking that real crazy foul shit and get you struck. It is what it is. And right now in the beef sector and in the Mo 3 sector, there's a lot of striking going on. Some people have moved over to other platforms so they don't get struck. They just getting the pill off of YouTube and going to other places. And then the people ain't got nothing to watch because the people that are left over in the sector are boring fucks, okay? They boring as hell. They ain't got no content. And then they follow, they tripping. They fight amongst each other. And they fights ain't shit. All we doing is finding how low down they are in the bullshit that they've been doing, which we already know. We know who doing all this dirty shit in these sectors. We're not stupid and got, like a mule got shit, but, we can't see sideways. We see exactly who doing the striking in these areas. they don't get struck. Okay, the people that's doing the striking, that's raising all kind of hell out here, running amok. Now everybody else is getting struck, but you, and you doing all the goddamn running amok. It is what it is. And then when you fight back and start striking their ass back, then they got a goddamn problem. And that's just, people get their page took. Like Jackie got her page took a couple of days ago, and she said, "Fuck YouTube." Now that's what she's saying right now. So she'll be on Twitch. Um, Somebody else got struck, but they didn't get struck out. Uh, Damn, I can't think of who else. In the B sector, they're doing all that striking, but like a lot of strike teams, they being exposed. Exposing each other right now. But we already know we already know this was going on, and we know exactly who's doing it because we see you see everything. And if you're too dumb to see the shit, that's on you. I ain't surprised that nothing that comes out that these people do. Because if they do it to others, they'll do it to you. They'll do it amongst each other. If they be sitting up agreeing, uh, being on vacations together and striking the shit out of each other, doing dirty shit. That's why I don't fuck with none of these motherfuckers, because they none of them shit. Okay? I ain't putting my, I ain't, F that. Hey, 3,000 degrees. Lord, that's hot. Hey, Big Stack. I'm trying to catch up with speaking. What is that? Hey, Vicious Libra. Hey, that BZ. Bill, I'm so surprised you here. Hey, the kickback queen. Let's see. I think it's that everybody. So I can get back into talking to you guys. I'm not gonna be on here very long. I just said fuck it. I'm gonna go live. Cause really ain't nothing going on that I'm interested in right now. Um in either sector. Oh, one more thing. Bertha May had a camera slip. Yeah, was it yesterday? I went live. Yeah, it was yesterday. I didn't know about it when I went live, but baby girl, it happens to the best of us. You can't take it back. Just hell. But Bertha May, goddamn, you had two. I was scared you was gonna be up on the pound and just have damn camera slip out the camera slip. Girl, you got nervous. You made me nervous. But you'll get over it. So they had a camera slip over in the Mo 3 set a couple of days ago. This girl Mia, and then Bertha May had hers in the B sector. Hey, Red Vines. How you doing, child? And another thing, the Aunteedollargeneral, he talking about he had to fight a couple of people at a time. Bitch, I had to fight like when they were dragged. When I was on the Purge fight, I was getting kicked all upside the head by men. It wasn't just the women. It was mainly the men that was jumping all over my head. Some of them niggas I ain't never had crosswords with. And they was kicking me. But you know what? I was kicking their ass back. And King James, you slid up in here yesterday trying to think everything was cool. Nigga, it's something that's stuck on be on your head, okay? Because you got on my head, bitch, at the Purge. You thought I was going to be an easy win. You should have knew that after I fucked DG up. Dumbass. OG Bobby Johnson. Yeah. I'm going to get you too every time I see your ass. Because you clothesline me, bitch. What else that football move that when they running, they had a football under their arm and then they had their arm straight out? That's how I was doing them punks. That's how I was doing them, y'all. for 9 full bull. What they call that? Is it strong arming? I don't know, but it's a move when they be running with the football. They have their hand out straight where they be knocking on people. I don't know nothing about football, but I know that damn move. Hey, Sleepy Lounge. But yeah, child, they were clotheslining me, power driving me, trying to brain bust me. Them niggas was doing everything, jumping all off the ropes on me. But I didn't complain. I was just fighting. And then I get tired. I have to keep fighting. Then I go to the chat, and then they would say, "Bring your bitch ass back up here, bitch," and all that. When I get to cool down, when somebody else will get into it, I'd ease up the panel and go in the chat. As soon as I get in that chat, because I be speaking this shit, bring bitch, you old bitch, bring your ass back up here. Hit this goddamn panel, bitch. What is stiff arm? That's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, they would tell me to pray. You old bitch, don't you be running now. Bitch, bring your ass back up here. And I just say, oh shit, let me get on back up in the ring. I was even getting called out by Sarah Berry after the purge was over because I didn't come live for a couple of days. I'm over there on Kick chilling because that's my chilling spot at Lax. I'm over there chilling. And here this bitch come as soon as I went in the panel. I mean in the chat. This bitch hit the panel. Paulette, you old bitch. Bring your ass up this panel. I was saying to myself, bitch, I ain't getting up there tonight. I ain't finna fight your drunk ass. I wasn't finna fight her all goddamn night. Nope. Mm-mm. And a couple of days before the purge, the day before the purge, I had fought Woo all night on my hair panel. And then the purge was going on there. I forgot about it. So I went over there finally. And as soon as I typed in that damn chat, DG called my goddamn name. Because I was going to chill like I usually do at the purge. I sit there and, watch it and stuff and moderate. Because I told y'all I'm the Cyrus moderator. They could ever pick me for a channel. So I'm, every once in a while I'll time somebody out. But very seldom, I be chilling, honey, and laughing at them dragging each other. I don't, shit. I don't really be over there for that, But hell, I got called out. I had to answer shit. Uh, I be in the chat, and like the last time he had a purge, I went up there to get LG down because she had pulled a gun, but I didn't see that part. But they was discussing it in the chat, and then I think Aunt said, "Don't you do that no more" and stuff like that. And when I figured out that that's what she did, I went up there to tell her, let's go back down in the chat, because you don't need to be doing that, and that ain't, come down in the chat and let's just talk in the chat and stuff. And then me and her got into it, had a few words, and then she kind of came, alert, and she said, "Well, yeah, I'm gonna come on down," and she got down, and I was glad of that. But that's the only reason I hit it the last time he had the purge. I don't be getting up there, fighting and stuff. But shit, don't call me out. I ain't no punk. But Aunteedollargeneral, he hate everybody that be over there in my hair because he don't like my hair, and we get called out, So it is what it is. Hey, Drip 83. I almost called you Drip 3. Hey, Panda, stay chilling. Hey, child. I think that's everybody. Let me see my little notes. I don't have very many notes. Let me see. Now, Dimples went live today. Y'all know that's my girl. I'm crazy about Dimples. And she was in her spirits, her drink. And she was dragging. And I love when she dragged. I didn't really make notes on it. But one thing that she did say, She said that she's getting tired of people kicking her in her back, and she holds some, secrets on people, because they do that backstage stuff, like exchanging information on people and bullshitting it like that. And some information she gives, she put on her community wall, or LSA and all that kind of stuff. And so she said she tired of getting her goddamn back uh, kicked in, being the bad guy. So I think in so many words, she gonna let these other people do their own dirty work. Which I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't be doing everybody dirty work. Bitch, you put that out there. You gave it to me. You put it out. And see, a lot of times I've noticed throughout the years that people will get a content creator things to put out, and sometimes the things are not right. Now there's be a lot of that in the Mo3B sector. Fake stuff, fake court documents, and just fake cash app, just fake bullshit. So I don't really believe like receipts much. Um, you know, it's just a lot of bullshit. But and some content creators they'll put that shit up on the screen. You know, not think about what they're doing. They'll just throw the shit up there. And a lot of times it'd be the wrong person. It'd be another content creator, not this one, and just a damn mess. I let people do damn dirty work, and then they'll get some of these content creators to get the subscribers to do dirty work for them. Now that goes on a whole lot, but honey, I ain't nobody fool, and I ain't taking a. I ain't. I'm not a file guy. I ain't never been one of them. Let me see. Lack is what's been going on with him and Kick. He's thinking about he is trying to put an awards show together, and to me, he didn't give himself enough time because it's like a rush job. Because this just came up like after the purge, it came up in his mind to do this. I think he had been thinking about it, and but he didn't say I'm gonna do this. Well, he the other night he said that like after the purge when I went over there to chill out, and he was making different categories. They were brainstorming, and I thought that he had picked all the ones that he was gonna go through, but nope. Last night they did another brainstorming, but the people that was brainstorming, some of them was a little tipsy, and some of them was a little drunk, and it was a damn mess because when they were supposed to be brainstorming about the different awards, then they would talk about some of this bullshit that is going on in the streets, and it was a damn circus. It was a damn mess. And then Lack would say, "Shut up!" and all that kind of stuff. Oh my god! And they were pointing the finger at Joe. It wasn't me. He ain't talking to me. I came here late, and it was D. He talking to them. He ain't talking to me. He was saying, "Shut up!" I got my life. Do you hear me? So, needless to say, they did not get all of the categories together. So, I'll, it's not going to be for the first. It's no way it could be for the first because I peeped over there tonight to see if he was live, and he wasn't live, and I wasn't expecting him to be because he got a lady. That's a lot of these people not going to be live tonight because they got loved ones that they want to feel bring in a new year with, but you know. So, like I said, the award show is not going to be tomorrow. I think that he might could do it sometime next week or maybe next weekend. But it was some of the funniest categories that they was coming up with, and I was hollering. Do you hear me? Especially last night, the category, because like I said, it was some people up there drunk, and it was some people up there tipsy, and they were coming up with the craziest awards you ever heard in your life. And like I said, it was funny. It was something different to do just to sit there. But I have had 2 days of that. two nights of that over there at Lax. Um, it was like I said, it was funny. Now I'm gonna tell you some bad some scratching did go on. Um the captain, the ship yesterday, child, that ship was rocking yesterday and that ship is rocking tonight. Do you hear me? It has been some doozies. Like Max Boogie and the good pussy, they was into it bad. But Max Boogie, good pussy whooped the hell out you on that one. She tore your ass up. She told you a whole new ass. Now, y'all want to see that? Y'all need to go to the captain. I think I did put it on my community wall, the live from yesterday and the live that's going on right now. Uh, it was some dragging. Mink was into it with Eve. Uh, Amori was into it with let me see. Amori and Wu was into it, and Chandler Wu brought Amori down, and I was saying, bitch. She had her little change on it and she bought Amori down. Um, Let me see who else was into it. Mahaya hit the link yesterday, the day before yesterday. They went around. Like I said, there was a bunch of rounds over there on the captains. If you want to see some good drags. Mahaya did a live yesterday, and his live, I call it the Mahaya's Victory Lap Live. He was, how you do your victory lap when you win the Olympics and different things like that in the NASCAR. Honey, he was doing that. But, doing his victory lap and bragging and stuff, which I don't blame him because he make Aunteedollargeneral more angrier. So of course, he had his victory lap. But I think he need to have another one because it was rudely interrupted by a love story. A love story gone bad. 88 is engaged again to some new fella. And while 88 was up there getting ready to talk about her wedding, her upcoming wedding, Cupcake said, I got something to tell you. Uh, and she told her the guy she's supposed to be marrying that he was talking to somebody, a woman on YouTube that's one of her arch enemies, and that's a lot of other people arch enemies, and they be talking on the phone or on IG or something, and honey, they've been talking a little too damn much. The person been talking bad against 88 to this man and all that kind of stuff. And so 88 called him and told him she was on the panel. As soon as Cupcake said that, she called the nigga and told him that she wanted to look through his phone, child. And he was letting her look a little bit, but then you know how niggas are kind of hide it and then scroll some more. And she was saying, "Nah, bitch, you do it in order and stuff." And so then she seen he was IGing this other girl, and he was calling the other girl his wife. And this was Friday night when this happened. And 88 had went out Friday night, and he didn't want her to go because she was going out. She said with one of her homeboys, and he didn't want her to go. And he said that the reason that he contacted this other girl was because she went out and that he was bored. So they was into it and stuff. And I was thinking, so every time he get bored, he gonna call another woman? I didn't understand that. I would have a problem with that. But it is what it is. I ain't telling her what to do, who to marry and all of that. And she was saying, "Nigga, I'm gonna go live on you tomorrow. I'm gonna tell all your shit." And they was into it like that. And she would hang up on him, and he called back, and we could hear them arguing and stuff on the panel. And then turn around, and she was saying, Yeah, baby. Yeah, love it. She was just turning to a marshmallow right before our eyes. Made up. And I said, what? Because we were trying to get her to go live right then when she was real mad and not wait till 8 o'clock this morning to go off on that nigga on the live. Of course, you know how us being dirty ass bitches in the chat, we was telling her do it now. Or just say the shit on my hair panel. But she didn't fall for that. 88 been out here too long to fall for that bullshit that we were doing in the chat. And they had made up. And they was kissy kissy and I love you and all that kind of stuff. But I put in the chat, uh, 88. We still don't know who the content creator, the girl content creator that's your arch enemy that's on YouTube that's talking to your nigga. And of course she you know how you be on a channel and you can see something but you don't address it. She never addressed that. But I would have been wanting to know, bitch, who's the bitch on YouTube you talking to? I ain't worrying about that bitch you calling your wife on there because I can handle that later on. But I'm talking about this hoe that's on YouTube that's calling you or trying to get in touch with you. And they say he's not a YouTuber. So what the fuck? What the hell is what you got doing talking to my nigga? I didn't get that. We never found out who the woman is that he was talking to on YouTube. It was like it never happened. Do you hear me? I was like, what? Now the girl told you that it was, this and that, and then you never did. And so then later on, after they made up and everything was like lovey again, uh, we started putting in the chat, Cupcake, tomorrow you're gonna be the bad guy. Cause every time people, if you tell a person that they nigga cheating, they get back together and you the bad guy. So I don't be getting in people business like that. See, Cupcake had been drinking too, and she got towed down last night. I mean, till she was lap legged drunk. And so when that was going on Mahaya's panel, I noticed that Envy had went live. And now Mahaya had listened on Envy live when DG was over there. And so, my nosy ass, I ran over there to Envy's and jumped in the chat because I wanted to hear uh, DG crying like a hoe. And I wanted to be in the chat talking, saying bad stuff, crazy stuff to him, dragging in the chat, which I did. And I loved every minute of it. And he conveniently didn't see none of my replies. Cupcake is Envy's moderator. She in the chat moderating. He called her out. And then he started getting rough with Eve. So, I guess Cupcake and Eve cool. So she got up there and like got in, say, what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna be disrespecting Eve up here like that. And then she just got on, went on mute. And then DG started attacking her. And she just didn't say nothing, which I thought it was good that she didn't go back and forth with him because it would have got really bad because DG was already in a bad mood over the purge. And he was really acting out. He act like a bitch over there on Envy's. And it was a lot of B-sector people in there. And then when the three people started finding out, they flooded the panel because they wanted to see what the hell was going on, just like I did. And so, he was lashing out, talking about she wasn't no nurse and calling her, doxing her about her real name. Because see, I didn't know what her name is, but I know when I hear a name I ain't been hearing around here, and the person is into it with a person, I know they doxing. I used to didn't know that when I like knew the YouTube, but now I know. And he was doxing. He was doxing at the purge. He was doxing trying to dox me in the purge. But I didn't fall for that shit. You see what I'm saying? DG, you're not a good doxer, bitch. You just another one out here that ain't good, you motherfucker. Bitch ass nigga. What's next, punk? Hey, Mahaya. Happy New Year. Mahaya, I'm talking about how DG was still whining like a hoe over there on Mahaya's. I mean, over on Envy's. He's still whining and crying like a hoe because he lost the purge. And he was saying how he Ant was handling him and just my 5 cent. Nigga, no, it was me that handled you when I won that round. When I went up there and told you you wasn't winning no money. I handled you. You know exactly who handled you. It was me. I had you out your body. And I won that round, bitch. Woo child. And Bahia and IGT drug the hell out of him. Okay. And they kicked his ass. Okay. And that too, because he called all them people out. When he called me, he called all them out. Did none of them come over there at that time? They came later, later. And then he couldn't handle them. But hell, he called them out at the beginning of the damn purge. And you know somebody was going to go tell them. They just chose not to come at that time. You don't have to come when a person calls you. You can come whenever you want to come. But yeah, he's still crying and hating. And well, I left there with $150, but you didn't leave there with that 500. You were so out of your body, you thought I won the goddamn money. And the purge wasn't over, you dumb bitch. Damn, he was tripping. When I won that round, that fool thought I won the purge. He was all discombobulated. He know how the purge work. He been at the purge before. And I don't know why he was using all them yakket words when he had them was his supporters on the last live. Them was the ones that was getting up there fighting for him. But all of a sudden, they all kind of yaggets and transmissions and every damn thing else you can get a gay person is called. And lying like he bought in the beef sector. You ain't bought nothing over in the beef sector, baby. You ain't bodied me in the beef sector, and you ain't bodied none of these guys that like guys. You ain't bodied none of the girly guys. You ain't bodied none of the girls, the guys that like to wear dresses. You ain't bodied shit over. You ain't bodied no cross dressed in the beef sector. I don't know why you keep going over there to that Mo 3 sector telling them goddamn lies, and I keep having to bust your ass out. You got handled over here. You got told to bend over and take the position. And that nigga fucked you all the way back over to the Mo 3 sector. He ran you out. He ran you out to be said you had dick in your ass when you left here, nigga. That's how he. And that wasn't no girly boy. It was just one of the men that liked men. And he handled you. You still got dick up in your ass. And then Tulsa got up on one of the boys that like to wear dresses, one of them transsexuals, handled you at the purge. She handled about 3 of you niggas. OG Bobby Johnson, you, and it was another nigga up there. King James, one of y'all. He handled all of y'all. He was telling y'all to come get that $15. That Bobby Johnson, hey, come over here. I got it. Come get it. And y'all was scared like little punks. Y'all was too scared to say any fucking thing. Tulsa said, come get that money on. But you want to bend over or you want to drop down on your knees to get it. You didn't have to fight her or nothing. But she was going to either bend you over or you was going to get on your knees, nigga. Why y'all didn't call her all out her name? Y'all, Auntie Dr. General, you talk about how you handle these punks over here in the beef sector, bitch. Why come you didn't handle that one? It was just one. It was something that chat down there, though. I was speaking to the girls. Okay. It was strictly the ones in the beef sector that like to wear them dresses. Them the ones you like. Them the ones that were fighting for you at the last purge, bitch, boy. But now they all of a sudden punks and shit. They couldn't find out you'd got your ass over there in the T sector fucking around with Shamar. I didn't know that. Come to find out, nigga, Rex was paying your motherfucking phone bill. Bitch. That nigga was paying your phone bill and he not gay. Well, he say he ain't gay. But it's mighty funny he be paying Shaquille, getting him money. Nigga, you just another one of the bitches that he paying. And I ain't talking about the girls that got real pussies. I'm talking about them boys. That like boys. That's what you are, bitch. You be all behind the scene begging and shit. You don't just do it on YouTube. Nigga, you doing it behind the scene. You getting money from me, you know. Nigga. When they come out over there in Embers yesterday, when Rex got up there and told your bitch ass that yesterday, over there in Embers, my mouth hit the goddamn floor. I mean, I was like, what? Because Rex said, nigga, I done paid your phone bill. It wasn't but $25. I don't care if it was $3, nigga. You got a nigga paying. What else they paying for you, nigga? What them guys that wear them dresses, what they giving you? If you got this so-called straight man giving you money, you whining to him about your phone bill. What you whining to them girly boys about? And the ones that wear them dresses and heels and wigs. What are you getting out of them, bitch? I wish they tell it on you. They keeping their goddamn mouth sealed right now. But you make one of them motherfuckers mad enough, they gonna all come out and tell it about your ass begging. And I can't wait till the day. I can't wait till the day. And the way they was out here swinging and shit on the leg, I mean, I was shocked. They was in some when that people get up there to drag you on that purge, them niggas was hitting that goddamn link at the purge. What you're not gonna do, you ain't gonna be talking to DG like that. You gotta come through me. And I was in the chat, I was saying, what? When your ass would get thrown off the panel, down in the, when they put you down, they was jumping up there, gang banging on the up there. Y'all better quit fucking with DG. Auntie Dr. General. Now they punks and agates and transmission. Oh, they wasn't that last time. What they quit doing, getting you money? I know you was getting some money for some of them because you got money from Rex, bitch. And Rex told it on your black ass. It was just $25. Rex said, nigga, I done gave you more money than that. Do you want me to put my receipts up? And you know what you said? No, I'm like, no. Bitch. How much money you done got from Rex, bitch? Then you start making excuses. I let him use my pen. No. He said he paid your phone bill. Bitch. Begging ass nigga. And then you so low down and thirsty and greedy. You was asking for like 275 and 375 money. You was asking them people over there that support you that's got families. And a lot of them is single mamas. And your bitch ass was asking for that kind of money a couple of days before Christmas. You didn't give a fuck about if they kids got gifts. You didn't give a fuck. The nerve of you. You pitiful. You bottom of the barrel. You ain't gonna never be shit because you ain't shit right now. You still trying to find yourself because you said that. Nigga, when you gonna how how old you gonna be before you gotta be able to find a piece of yourself right by now? A piece of yourself. A smidget of yourself. Ain't got no hustle in you. It's a lot of men that ain't got no job, they got hustle. And whatever they hustle, I don't know. It's all kind of hustles out here in the world. You too sorry to fucking hustle. Go be a pool shark. Since you're scared to go to jail, you scared to sell dope because you're a dope addict and you'll smoke all of it up or shoot all of it up. So you can't be that, a drug dealer. That's totally out. You can't be a bootlegger because you love to drink. You'll drink up every goddamn thing. You can't be a bank robber because you couldn't steal out of TJ Maxx and get caught. Can't be a booster because you got caught. Maybe you could be a goddamn, since you can't do crime like that, make a decent living. Be a pool shark. I dated a pool shark before. And he had a job at the railroad. But he was a pool shark. You, what are you good at? Can't be no prostitute because they say your weevil won't stay hard. So you can't be now one of them. I'm trying to think of what can you be. You can't be no damn person to mow yours because you ain't got no where to keep a lawnmower. Can't do that. Trying to think of what can you do. Well, when you went up there with Eve, she had you set up for a job. All you had to do was go get your goddamn ID. She had all you had to do was go get your motherfucking ID. You had the job, nigga. But you had up every goddamn excuse in the goddamn world not to get your ID, and you finally got it. But you still couldn't find the time to go down there just to fill out the application. So you can start your luxury job. Just an easy job. Something that you wasn't even qualified for. Like a paper pushing job, sitting at a desk. And you was too sorry to do that. A bird nest on the ground, you was too sorry to walk in. You didn't have to fly up in a goddamn tree like the other goddamn birds. You had a bird nest on the ground. And you was too fucking sorry to walk into. Now what kind of shit is that? What kind of you rather sit up and get that little $68 food stamp. Oh boy, I got me a food stamp. and saying you living in a lap of luxury, and you show me your apartment. Well, it's not an apartment; it's a one room. And you was showing me that over there, over at Capitol, and you was saying you were living in a lap of luxury. Who you think you talking to? You had like you had a mansion or something with many, many rooms. Nigga, you got a one room. You're pacing that motherfucker with your microphone like a wild animal in a cage. Do you have any windows in that motherfucker? I know you got a door because you go in and out of it. And you was out there in the it was icy snow with that, kind of hard snow. There's some of it ice when it hit the pavement, it like bounced, that kind of shit. I guess they call it sleet. That's what we call it here now. I don't know what the fuck they call it in St. Louis. You out there in that goddamn cold, standing between your two cars, bragging that you had two goddamn piece ragged ass cars that you can't make a whole car out of. You got some piece together shit. Cause you can't be no decent car cause you ain't got no goddamn job, nigga. How you gonna be buying all these cars and motorcycles and stuff? Nigga. And Eve said on Info Channel yesterday, you keep talking that shit, you ain't gonna be talking on them loud mics no more. Nigga. She said that to you. So I don't know if she can what it is, but she got that over your head. And you didn't say a goddamn she called you a crackhead. Eve called you that. I ain't no dope, man. Tell him I ain't no dope. She didn't do it, never did. And you got rough with her. You was taking her phone and stuff. And you know what I was putting in the chat? Someone please call 911. Someone please check on Eve. Do anybody got her number so they can call 911? I couldn't call it because I don't have her number. But you know what I'm going to do? And I'm going to do it on live because I don't do nothing behind the scenes. And I'm going to make sure you know I'm telling the truth. I'm going to tell E, give me your phone number so I can call 911 when he in your house taking your phone. I'm going to tell them, Mr. Police, I am her friend. She gave me her number in case of an emergency because she's got charges. He's on parole right now because he's going to be on it for 7 years. And I heard him tussling around with her on YouTube. You know, Ratchet, that girl that he beat up that time, she did, her friend did that shit. She called 911 because he was beating around on her. That's how he got arrested. But when they went to court, they say the girl didn't go to court and they didn't do nothing. But you're not going to be that lucky because you're on paper for domestic on E. And it's mighty funny that all those people that were saying that she did this and she did that to you, they are not saying that you did that. They are not saying that she was wrong for doing what she did, calling the police, and her neighbors was wrong. They're not saying that anymore. They getting up on the goddamn panels and saying you did that. And you still kissing they ass. You still got your head all up in their booty. And you hear just like I do what the fuck they saying, nigga. They not in your corner anymore. You too dumb to know it. They don't be answering your phone calls when you be calling them when you get drug out here in the streets. They don't be in your chat when you be begging them. Teach, come on down here and hit the chat. Would some of you like to come up here and talk to me? They don't even come. They got a screenshot of you, uh, a book saying, "Hey, I was busy. I couldn't answer you. Will you unblock me on your phone so we can talk?" I seen that screenshot. I see a lot of things out here on YouTube. You be acting like a bitch to your friends. You be whining and crying and contacting them constantly, thinking they supposed to be there at your your beck and call. They got families. They got some you don't have. You got a lot of them. You got 19 of them. But they got some that they spend time with. Their children, nigga. They ain't sitting in no one fucking room with a goddamn mic screaming at the goddamn computer or your phone. That's you. Your supporters got kids, nigga. Handle your own business. Quit crying and whining and making excuses. You get treated fucked up because you are fucked up. You get treated like a dog because you treat people like dogs. People that ain't never did nothing to you. I ain't never did nothing to you. I fight you back. That's all I'm doing is fighting you back and telling you you are not gonna do that. You're not, young man. You're not gonna do me like this. I'm making a whole lot of noise out here. It ain't gonna be easy, and it ain't gonna be pretty ever. With nobody I get into it with on YouTube. I don't take that. I don't take no shit in the streets. I'm zero. So do you think I'm gonna take it on YouTube? Boy, you better go find another. You better go find something else to do and leave me, like ZX say, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Quit calling me out, cause I'm gonna come if you call me. So I want to go in 2026 without fucking you up. You think it's rough now? In 2025 with me and you, it's going to get a lot rougher on you in 2026 if you don't leave me the fuck alone. I've told you what I'm going to do. You either going to leave me the fuck alone or I'm going to the next level. And I'm not, that's, that's it, that's all. I can live on YouTube. You ain't never got to talk to me. I ain't never got to talk to you. We can get this shit right back how it used to be. You stay in your corner, I stay in mine. It's that simple. But if, like I said, if you're gonna do something, you better do it now. Get it out your system. But 2026, no bullshit. It's over. Cause you stepped a little bit over the line the other day at the Purge. And I'm just telling you what you. I already told you what the next step gonna be. Then I got several steps I could use. I got several steps to use. It's just the one I decide to. You hear me, boy? And you call your dogs off, cause I ain't called no dogs on you. But I'm going to in 2026. And it ain't gonna be no dogs on YouTube, motherfucker. It's the goddamn dogs that's running around here on this earth that's breathing. They ain't hiding behind no. It ain't gonna be no hiding behind no screens, bitch. And this all the way off of YouTube. 2026 is all the way off of YouTube because you tried to go off of YouTube with me at the Purge. And before the Purge, you tried to do it. But like I said, 2026, which is in a couple of hours, is nothing else. No, not like I said. You done threatened me with violence. That's all this over with now. You threatened my grandkids and my kids. All that's over now. I ain't going in 2026 like this. And that's it. That's all. And that's it. And I'm letting my little crew know exactly what's gonna happen. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to. Oh, child! I heard the last funny shit yesterday on at the captain's. It was Mink Woo, not on my watch. It was a couple of more up there, and Gina. And of course, when Gina be on the panel, she strike first. Say some super shit to somebody up there. And some kind of way that somebody done found out one of her daughters is on uh, one of these other apps, not Twitch, not Twitter. What's the one that I think it's the one that's got the X? Let me see. I think I didn't put what it was down. But they found out her daughter is on the app. I don't know if it's Big O. I don't know if it's TikTok. I think it's TikTok. Somebody found the girl over on TikTok. Well, of course, when they was talking to Gina about Gina, no, you ain't found that. My princess is not on TikTok. And Amori was up there. I think it was Amori. And the captain, Gina likes to send different content creators her receipts. And so she was sending some stuff to Captain. I think the birth certificates or something of her children, which is so fucking stupid. And so I think it was Amori. I guess they had pictures of some on the TikTok, the girl's TikTok, and pictures that Gina have put up of her children. She just showed her kids on there. She just showed their degrees. She just showed all kind of shit. Pictures of them so we know exactly what they look like. Well, they done found this girl over there, one of them kids over there on TikTok. And Gina, you're a damn liar, and I'm finna call my daughter right now. I ain't gonna say, and they gonna say, make sure you call the right one, cause I think she got a couple of girls and a couple of boys. I'm getting ready to call her now, and then this and that. And honey, in the meantime, Mario, whoever the person is, they sent that TikTok and the picture of the girl to the captain. Well, honey, when Gina called her daughter on the phone and was talking and stuff, like, hey, baby, how you doing, this and that? And then she went silent. And then it wasn't no more Gina. And I was saying, damn. So, honey, they done found one of her kids on TikTok. They say the girl overweight. You know how she be talking about people, and they saying that woman got grandkids, which has been floating around here for about a week. That you are a grandmama. You out here telling lies like you ain't no grandmother. You've been a grandmama, and all that kind of bullshit. And when Christmas come around, they was saying, "What you buy your kids? What you buy your grandkids?" They was saying all kind of shit. So they were letting her know, bitch, weird, and somebody did something and found out about you. And then they started marking her. They started saying, I know your scandal. They were making her voices sound like her. all the different ones on the panel. Handle your scandal. I like to rock, way to rock and slide. And they would say, and damn it. And they were sounding just like her. And they was just bouncing off each other. They did this shit about 30 minutes, y'all. All them goddamn sayings she be saying, I'm a homeowner and I'm a professional. And I got malls. Then they was talking about her how 357 have her doing all that bullshit, like sucking that nigga toes and doing that kind of bullshit, and you know all them damn acting she do on here. They was doing that, and I was hollering, and she couldn't take it, y'all. And then she was down in the chat. She was typing at them, saying stuff, and they was talking about how she had gave OYB her money. Yeah, they did everything, but they was doing it in her voice, y'all. And I was hollering. Do you hear me? Ooh, girl, they got on her ass. They got on her ass real bad. And they was doing it with her own saying, the things she said on the panels and stuff. And then I went over 357's. He had been live a couple of days ago. And as soon as he went live, 88 was up there, and him and her was having a good time because she had been on the Mahias first. And they had a good, it was a good time over at Mahias. And then I think they went somewhere else, and then they went to 88 wound up on Broadway. So they was up there having just a nice conversation. And I like it when the panels be like that. People up there just catching up and, just laughing and stuff. I like those panels. Well, child, Gina can't take that. Nobody, no woman talking to B-Way. So she jump up there and, DJ, I mean, can I suck your dick? And he was like, I ain't finna hear that. And he dropped her. Then she come right back up there. And 88, I'll share the 357 with you. And 357 said, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that. I want to, we in 88 talking. I don't want to hear nothing about all of us hooking up and all of that, because it's not going to happen. He was talking like that. And of course, 88 was doing her antics behind the stage. Whatever them antics be, whatever that is she be doing behind stage. I ain't know. She don't do it to me behind stage because I don't have nobody on my panel. But some she be doing back there for the men. Because you can tell they, what do you, and I've been over or do whatever. Or turn around, he was doing that kind of stuff. And he almost forgot to put the banner up one time because she did something back there and it shot 357. He was like, up. I got to make sure I got my banner up, and he was like, I was hollering, y'all. But, they was having a good time. But like I said, Gina, she don't even know how to talk to Broadway. He don't turn you down every kind of way you could think of. You showed him every hole you got on your body, the front and the back. You bend it over, spread it wide. Send him pictures of it. If he ain't bit by now, he ain't bit by now, he ain't gonna never bite it. He has already told you there's not a goddamn chance in hell. But you will not give up. And it's a turn off. It's not a turn on. I don't care what you do. He's not gonna do that with you. He's not gonna let you come see him. He's not gonna come see you. You done got broke. It is what it is. And then she had got some more money allegedly out of her 401k. And I heard today it was $1,000. Because last week she was like, DG let her come over there and be on his panel for a little while and stuff. And she was like, hey, DG, did you get that cash out? And he would look at her, yeah, I got it. And he keep on talking. And, you get that cash out I sent you earlier for your lunch. And, she be doing shit like that. And, when she get a little money, that's what she do. And then She get to sit on panels sometime. Most times she get bowed down, but now she done got flat broke again. DG done kicked her ass right to the curb again. It is what it is. Some of the panels that she was getting to go on, she don't get to go on them again. She right back at square one. She broke as a joke. And her man, he not there again. So I don't think they're gonna spend New Year's together. Um, and she been on the rampage. She's really mad now, and she was up last night. Like I went back, I think it was channels or either royalty, because royalty went live. I think it was about 5 o'clock or something like. No, but no, she was did a late live. It was like around 3 o'clock or something like that in the morning, and she was over there. And Peaches, she hang around. She don't be just really active at the places I be on YouTube. And she was over at Royalties over in the night, but she was, you know, up on the panel. And then Gina just was picking with her, telling her people, you get a piece of pussy and you get a piece of pizza and all that kind of shit. And about her mug shot and you ain't got no hair and you get wearing wigs and all that bullshit. All black women don't want hair on their head. Some women shade all their hair off. I don't know what's the goddamn problem. It's their head. They can do what they want to. If they want to wear wigs, they can wear wigs. You were just blessed because you got a Mexican mama and a black daddy. And you happen to have that Mexican hair. But he get nappy just like ours do. But if you didn't have that hair, bitch, you would be in a whole bunch of trouble. Because I know you have gotten a lot of men when you have your hair down until they turn around and look at your moose ass face. But you ain't no showstopper because every time you be walking up and down Fremont, niggas, and you be by yourself, niggas ain't running up to you trying to holler at you. Period. Okay? Some of them women that them men picking got wigs on their head. Not like you, but I'm just saying, you're not the top pick, baby. And Peaches look 1,000 times better than you. Peaches look nice up there on the screen last over in the morning. Her face looked really pretty. Uh, Her wig she had on was really pretty, flowing and stuff. And Gina was just being a hater. And she was telling her, "Yeah, 88 gonna kick your ass. I'll make sure she kick." You can't make sure 88 do nothing. 88 is not gonna run out there at your beck and call, bitch. You need to quit threatening people with 88. 88 handles her own smoke. And she is not going to take up yours. And I told you, I'm going to let 88 know how you threatening people out here. Like you was threatening everybody with all the men with Sean G when he was still locked up. Like he was going to come out here be a gorilla on these niggas. He ain't doing that. He ain't being no gorilla out here. To me, he want to be, chilling with his wife and his child. He ain't out here running, making no trying to pick fights and shit. But you thought because you had sent that man $1,000, he was gonna listen to that bullshit. And now you trying to do 88 like that. And I know 88 ain't gonna appreciate that. Because she's not no dog. Now if you had some money, yeah, she'd get out here and drag. If you paid her, just like you were paying everybody else. But 88 ain't finna come out here swinging for you. And you need to quit threatening people with her. Because 88 don't have a clue you doing that bullshit. And it is what it is. And 88 and Mink have been bumping heads out here in the streets. They've been dragging the hell out of each other. I can't think of where I seen them at. But they still, whenever they bumping each other, oh, it was at Broadway. That night that 88 and Gina was up there and she was talking about sharing 357 with 88, and he was saying, the hell you say, bitch, please. And that'll never happen. Well, Mink hit the goddamn link. And her and 88 got into it really bad, but it was a quick drag because somebody that every time Mink hit panels, they pay her down. And especially over there at 357s. Uh, Whoever this person is, they did a prepay. Like as soon as Broadway go live, they'll cash app him or Apple Pay him. Like when that bitch hit the link, she got to go. Well, they did that, and so then Mink had to go to the panel. Well, to the chat. So then she was dragging 88 from the chat, and the person let that go on for a little while, and then they bought out the chat. But it's somebody on her ass real bad, and they ain't just started. This has been going on. You know, I don't. Whoever it is, they don't like Mink at all. And I mean, every time she don't even have to come to the panel. If she happen to come through, they be done already prepaid on her. You know, so it'd be like at the captains. I don't know if it's at Bimps. Because Bimp don't really go live no more, and I can't keep up in my head like that. Now, they let us stay on the captains more than they do at 357, but at 357, sometimes she don't even get to hit the damn panel before she have to go. And if he don't do it fast enough, they'll let him know, hey, I sent you the money to get rid of that bitch. They be talking just like that on the Cash App, child. On the Apple Pay, whatever they do, But there's some people they do like that on here. Like that Zilla woman, remember I told you that Zilla person, they was doing Gina like that. And they say that Zilla, whoever this Zilla person is, they hit somebody panel and was calling Gina to hit the goddamn panel. And Gina wouldn't take her ass up there. She kicked her black ass in the chat, child. Gina, you are showing out. You are showing just how yellow you are. When people drag your ass, you run or either won't hit the panel. But when they're not there, then you want to be, oh, you hear about this and you hear about that. And now she talking about, like this morning, that royalties, just out of nowhere, she say, Nurse K, I got her license number or something. Why the fuck do you need that? You ain't no goddamn nurse. You can't get a fire child and did everything you can to try to get the woman fired. It ain't working. So now you just want to say, oh, I got a Nurse K license, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's so stupid. And then nobody over there want that woman stuff. Whoever gave it to you, they couldn't do nothing with it. That's why they gave it to your dumb ass. You get the scraps, baby girl. You don't get nothing hot off the press. Dumb bitch. You the bottom bitch, baby. And not the good bottom bitch. You know what I'm saying? Not the kind that the pimp have. You just a bottom bitch. A bottom of the barrel bitch. Yeah, I'm so nasty tonight, ain't I? But I'm getting all this shit out for the new year. Okay. Okay, now this is, let me see. Okay, yeah, I told y'all about her ass and Broadway. As soon as she hit the panel, she gonna ask him because she suck his thing. And when Mink in '88, the look, when Mink was when she was on the chat panel, Mink had said something really nasty to '88 because '88 was already up there. Well, '88 told her. Let me see. '88 said that Mink had fucked behind her, and she said that Sean G, like when Mink went to see Sean G when she went to Atlanta. Now how '88 know this? I don't know. She said that Mick didn't even get to touch Sean G. They didn't get to have sex. And I'm saying, what? How she know that? And she said that he was spending time with his wife and child, which I know if my man get out, if I'm the main woman and I got your baby, you ain't going nowhere for a little while. Once you get out, you know, you wouldn't get a chance to get to with another woman. I'd have you locked down for a while. I'd be on you like stank on shit. Still, I ain't been with you in 2 years. So I could see if they didn't get together, but I hate if she did make a bum trip down there. I didn't know that because she was saying he was in her truck when she was out to eat. And then Mick told 88 that Sean G passed her off to one of his friends. And 88 said, hell yeah, that nigga was fine as hell. And I was hollering, do you hear me? 88 didn't deny it. She said, I sure did. Hell yeah. Have you seen him? That nigga is fine. Yeah, I did it. Now, 88, one thing about it, she ain't gonna lie about who she lay up with. Okay, let me see what else happened. And somebody, I can't think of if this was when Good Pussy was dragging Max, but they were saying that she looked like Mortal Kombat. What else was it? And they were saying she looked like Freaky C. And they were saying that she had got beat up on the car. Now, Max had been into it with a couple of people lately, and she been hanging around at the captain's. So some kind of way, I guess she got people over here in the Mo3 sector that don't care for her. Some of the ladies, and they've been she's not having an easy ride over here right now. That was at Brandon's. And another thing that Broadway said on his live, he said he don't know what the hell wrong with Brandon because Brandon had been saying that 357 been slash dissing him, which he says that he said that with Mahia, and I can't remember if he said that with Lack, because like Mahia said I don't know what you're talking about, and then he started dragging Mahia. Well, now he done went to Broadway, and Broadway say if he gonna diss the Brandon, he ain't gonna slick diss him. He said I ain't like that. If I'm gonna diss you, I'm gonna do it in your damn face. So I don't know where you get this slick diss and shit at. And then he said that Brandon has said something about him being in the one of these like discords or something like that, and that 357 be in some shit like that, and they have messages that he had put in this here, whatever chat this is, and 357 say, "No, ain't nobody never said I did no shit like that." And whatever you got that you showed on your screen, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You need to talk to whoever gave that to you. Because I didn't have shit to do with that. He said, I ain't got time for that kind of bullshit. And I ain't never heard of Broadway being doing no shit like that. But he said, Brandon, if you want to come, you come on. He said, now he been supporting you, with super chats and stuff. And he said, but if you want to jump in so many words. He said, you ain't got to make up no lie. You know, you want to jump, just jump on out of here. He'll catch you. That's what he said in so many words. But yeah. Uh, and he was saying that if just because you ain't got no content, that ain't his problem. And he also said he ain't got no hoe taking care of him. And he said the only thing that's gonna change concerning him on this application, on this internet shit, the only thing gonna change with Broadway is when he get more money. You know, his money go up, more donations and more people getting memberships, and him playing them games. He said that's the only thing on train. And then he said something about MHB because I guess MHB been saying stuff, and he heard it, and he said that he ain't even studying about nobody got no two teeth and live on mashed potatoes. And eat soft food all the time. So, but I like to hear when he drag on his live, and he was in the dragging mood the other day, but he didn't get to drag long because, like I said, 88 hit the pound. And then they started talking, having a good conversation, and then so he didn't really do no dragging. He started, but he didn't get to finish it, and so hopefully, you know, whatever else he got to get off his chest, he'll do that. But he have to get his shit out real quick because people want to hit that link. I kind of wish like when he gonna do his dragging thing, because he don't drag every time he go live. But I wish that when he decide to drag, that he don't drop his link so early. So people just hit the panel as soon as he go live. I really like to hear him drag, because sometimes he'll drag for hours, but he don't really get them opportunities much because, like I said, his link be the panel be open and the link be there. But I have seen him not drop his link so he can get his shit off when he got fed up with whatever going on, and he'll say what he got to say, and sometimes it be hours, and I be loving every minute of it because he don't do it like a whole lot, but like once he get tired of them messing with him and saying his name and stuff and putting him in bullshitting, that's when he'll come out. And he, like I said, he did that the other day. So if you want to hear that, you can go to his 357's live. I think I dropped it in my um I think I dropped it on my wall because I wasn't in the live when it was live. I watched the replay. One of them I watched the replay, and the other one I was in the live when he went live because I was on Twitch and it popped up. Because the little lighter come on with the picture, and as soon as it popped up, I seen it. I wasn't making no notes where I couldn't see the screen and stuff. So that's how I seen him when he first went live. But on the other live, I missed the whole live, but I did watch the replay. So now the way I'm doing the content when I be doing both sectors, I try to get the B sector out the way first, but sometimes I do sprinkle in some Mo 3 stuff because it be stuck up in my notes up, I forget to move it down to the Mo 3 area. So sometimes that's why I don't be just on B sector in the beginning because I be messed up and then take a Mo 3 sector thing and put it with the Mo 3 stuff. I try to keep it separate, but sometimes, child, I be trying to remember stuff that happened and all that kind of stuff. And that's how I be getting it mixed up. But I do the best I can do. And plus I'm old as fuck, you know. And the last thing I want to tell you guys about, Brick Brenda having her annual heels contest. That's going to be on January the 24th. It starts at 7 or 7:30. She do this every year. The ladies have beautiful shoes on. I love it. I watch the show. Um, I don't know how many. I think it's a first and a second prize. Uh, on this, it's going to be the showstopper, and that's like a shoe that you're going to look at, like when the person walk by or whatever. And then it's got the all work and no play business shoe, and then it's got the make him wanna marry you shoe, and that's a boo shoe. So, because some men they love a nice heel on a woman, showing their feet and their beautiful toes when they paint it, and all of that. And see, the Mo 3 sector, they do have contests like that because they have like the pretty feet contest. Um, and I mean, that's what, look at it, your whole foot. They some men turn on by feet. So they do that. They have all kind of contests over there for the ladies to be in. I wish they had more contests for the men to be in to get the women something to be looking forward to. But mainly, when the men get contests, it's men getting to look at women, you know. But it is what it is. And then the limitation is coming up in February the 19th. It's going to be in Vegas, and it's the 19th through the 22nd. Um, Juicycation will be announced in 2026. Um, they're going to be on a cruise. Where they're going, I don't know, but he's going to have more about that when he after the first of the year. And then Pastor having a banner contest. That the deadline is over. Tomorrow the winners will be announced, and that's for his 2026 banner. He's going to be the judge because they're going to be banners for his channel, and I don't see nothing wrong with it. He should be able to pick his own damn banner. The pot was over 1,800. It's going to be a first prize and a second prize. I don't know how that 1,800 is going to be spent. I mean split. And then later on in the evening, tomorrow morning, he's going to announce the winner of the banner contest. That's where the big money going to be at. And then I think the second prize is going to be called in the morning too. And then in the evening, it's going to be the person that tried to make a banner, but they didn't do such a great job. But they're going to get a little prize. It's going to be one winner for that. That some people not as art, don't know how to do art like that very well, but at least they gave it a try. And it's something that's going to be just capture his attention, and he going to give a little, monetary prize for that. He will be using the banners throughout the year. The winners banners, he will be using those on his channel throughout the year. So I just want to let you guys know about that. And that's it. Okay. That's it. So I'm getting ready to jump out of here because I want you to be able to do whatever you got to do to bring the new year in with whoever you want. I'm going to speak to the rest of the people. Maxine. Maxine Lattimore. Brandon not monetized. So how? I can't be bodied. Whoever that is. No, Brandon has a Discord. I know you have a Discord. I'm in it. I'm in Brandon's Discord. Brandon, I be in his lives. They said you look like freaky C. Well, there's somebody here making jokes. I don't give a fuck what they say. Whoever this is, Maxine. I can't read all that. Maxine, DIORMIAMORE. I don't know what to say. But I know I be in the Discord. I don't take information out of the Discord. I don't discuss what I see over in the Discord. I see everything that's in Brandon's Discord. I'm in a couple of Discords. Okay? So you ain't saying shit. That they ain't, if I see them saying something about me in Discord, so fucking what? I ain't gonna fall out with them. But I tell you one motherfucking thing. Won't nobody be able to come out that motherfucker with no typing of what I put in that motherfucker. Because I got more sense than that. I don't put bullshiggity in that kind of shit. And if I decide to, so fucking what? But I could be a dirty bitch and bring all kind of shit out of the goddamn Discord. I could do great lives on what I see in the Discord. But I don't do that kind of shit. I could do screenshots in the Discord. I can take shit out of the Discord on any of them that I'm in. But I ain't no bitch that do shit like that. But there's bitches that's out there that are like that. Okay? Try again, baby. Try again. Maxine, Dior, whatever more. Hey, hey, I bet you, Maxine, go on that Discord and get something out of it that I did, bitch. Maxine, go in the Discord and get something out of the Discord that Paulette put in the Discord. I'm in the Discord under the same name I'm on YouTube. Because I'm not a scary bitch and I don't hide shit I got to do. But I ain't one of them bitches that put shit out here like that. I don't dox. But I see doxing in the Discord. Now I say that goddamn much about that Discord that you're talking about. And it's names and shit on the shit that they drop in that goddamn Discord. The people that's dropping it in the Discord. You'd be surprised, Maxine, what I see in the Discord. I wonder if anything about you is in the Discord, Maxine. Go in that Discord under your name, Maxine. Since you know so much about the Discord that I'm talking about. Max ain't feeding me shit. I don't fuck with Max. I don't fuck with nobody on here. I don't fuck with nobody on here. Period. I didn't say Brandon was monetized. You didn't hear me say that. You're saying that. Ronnie Howard. I wonder who is that person. Oh, you saying Max feeling good? And she on that drink. A lot of people have been on that drink, ever since before Christmas. You know, I like this time, I like the holidays. Because it's some people that you don't see let their hair down throughout the year. But when them damn holidays come up, ooh, tonight is gonna be a goddamn night. Do you hear me? Now when I get off of here, I'm gonna be moving around because I like to see them with letting their hair down. I don't like to see them being mean and stuff to each other because I don't want nobody to bring their New Year in like that. But I'm serious. Like I think it was last year at Good Pussies. I had the best damn time. Everybody was over there drunk. I hate she don't go live like she used to. I used to have a good time at the Good Pussy because you never know who will come over there, you know, and I would have the best time. But I think it was New Year's holiday last year. Solid Sunday was over there, and she had a woman with her, and the woman looked like a Freddy. Chucky doll. How Chucky hair is. That's how this lady wig was, and they were so drunk, and they was having a ball, and I had a ball with them over there on the Good Pussies. I think it was the New Year's show. But I'm serious. Some of these lives that they do on the night, They gonna be off the chain, but I'm letting them get good and drunk. And when, like I said, when I get off of here, I'm getting ready to start going, just moving around real fast to see what's going on and who having a good time, and that's where I'm gonna be. And I'm gonna be just bouncing around because they're gonna be towed up tonight, and it's gonna be all night. I mean, it's gonna be hectic tonight on YouTube with these people drinking for the new year. So I'm gonna be moving around. I'm gonna be moving around tomorrow day because a lot of people gonna keep on with the drinking. And like I said, I'm sober, so hell, I'm gonna have a ball. Now when they be doing, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to see nobody like just dragging too hard, but they be funny drags. You don't have to always be mean on your drags. Some of the drags be funny when they having fun drags. And hopefully tomorrow and tonight that everything be like that funny drags. When they dragging each other. Not too dark. Hey Duval, but I'm gonna get out here and run these streets, and I'm finna have me a good time watching these people that's drunk. Hey, Ronnie Howard, child. I think I spoke to everybody, but I don't know who that Maxine person was. A grown ass crybaby too. Now, what kind of shit is that? That don't even sound right, do it? Hey, Cole's World Child. I'm trying to speak to everybody before I leave here. I want to wish everybody, y'all have a safe night tonight. If you're moving around in the streets, I'm talking about the YouTube streets. I'm talking about them where them cars really running out there, them real cars. Be safe going to where you're going. Be safe coming back, you know, uh, from where you're going. If you feel a little tipsy, call a cab. It's a lot. Call a Lyft, Uber, whatever. Spend a little change, and make it home safe. Cause you can always go back and get your car tomorrow, child. You can send somebody to get your goddamn car, or you can Uber yourself back to a damn car. Okay, just remember where the damn car is. Okay, yeah, don't drink and drive. Yep, I think I spoke to everybody. Drip 83, I got you. And I'm getting ready to get out here, child. Because, like I said, Paulette, please tell me why Lemon left me a boring ass up there to run the panel. And he's nowhere to be found. You know what, Ronnie? I'm just going to say this. When Mia did her first live, I went over there. It wasn't that many people there. And Lemon, like, was telling her what to do on the live and stuff. I was bored. And I ain't been back. Maybe she'll get better, but right now I ain't interested. And like I said, I might give it a month and run back through there. And if it's still boring, I'm gonna hit no notifications. I don't have time. She is very boring. Yeah, she's boring. And like I said, I went to that one when she first went live, and I haven't been back. But what I've been hearing in the streets as I move around in the beef sector, they still saying she boring. So why would I go there and be bored when I can move around other places? Because I don't like boring places. I like places. Some places I go to chill, but they interesting where I'm at. I like listening to what I'm listening to. I be over at some places I don't even know who the hell they talking about, like 2300 Jackson Street. I go over there, I don't know who the hell she talking about, but I enjoy hearing her talk about it because I know once I figure it out, I'm gonna know all I need to know. Okay, I'm blocked on pizza, but guess when you leave, I'll still go over there. I'm gonna go over there because I'm sure pizza done had some drinks. But honey, I'm gonna run my ass back over there at that Mo 3 set, cause that's where they be drunk at, child. You know. And I'm used to lemon drunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to his drunk. But if it pop, I ain't going over there for a while. Hey, Pastor Mac, Ash, good live, Miss Paula. Thank you. It's her stupid ass. But like I said, I'm gonna move around the beach set to see what they doing. But I'm telling you, if it ain't, I'm gonna be over the Mo. I already know I'm being at. I'm being at the Mo 3 set because I know what they over there tore up. Somebody live over there. Somebody drunk over there. You know. And I'm gonna be over there. And I'm gonna be making notes. Okay. That's so I have something to talk to you about the next time I come live. All right. Now I'm getting ready to get out here. I keep saying the same thing. I've been over here almost 2 hours. Paula Smoot got me. They, they making a big deal out of that. But that was on that show she was on, and that's been way over a year ago. Now the time I know about was back in the day. Now it might be something different with her going on now. I used to know what network that was on. I don't know if it was Zeus. Yeah, this ain't new. She was on a show, kind of like Bad Girls, or yeah, like one of them shows you be living in the house with people. It was something on that kind of line, and I heard that like one or two of the shows she got into it, but I didn't know she got mollywopped or anything like that. But see, I haven't seen it, but I when it first happened, I heard about it, and that's been a long time ago. Unless she's in a new show. Where is it at? Do Goosey have it on his channel? Where did you see it at? Zero Lightning. Cause see, I never seen it, but I heard about that from that show. What network was that? I can't remember. Was Zeus or Goosey had it? Okay. Well, I run over to Goosey's before I start running around these streets because she was on a reality show about a year and a half ago. He's leaving it up for okay. Thank you, Zero Lightness. Because I heard that Goosey had talked about it, but I didn't know that he had the footage. NOW Team Network is on NWO Network. Okay, NWO. Cause see, I be pulling up Zeus. NWO. Let me write that down. NWO Network. Okay, wait a minute. NWO. NWO. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. And see, they never did make a big deal out of it. But I did hear whispers out in the street that she had got into it on that show. But I didn't know it was like physical. She is too old to be out there fighting with them girls. I enjoyed watching it. Okay. Are you subscribed to that NWO? And I'm gonna tell you somebody else that was supposed to be in one of those kind of shows was Rico the Brat. But I never heard about what his show was about. Go watch. You will be crying. Oh my God. Tootsie Web. Oh my Lord. I hope she didn't get hurt. I hope she didn't get hurt. I hope she didn't get beat up bad. Cause she's so small. Yeah, she's so small. But some of them little bitty people will tear your ass up though. You know. But they really got to get in where they got to get in fast because if they get thrown down or something, it's over. Oh boy, I'm gonna go watch it because, like I said, I couldn't remember what network it was on. I'm gonna go watch that bullshit because you know I ain't shit. Lord, I'm getting ready to go to Goosey's before you take that damn thing down. Thank y'all for much for telling me that. I'm getting ready to go to Goosey's and then I'll move around these streets, child, because I don't want them to take that down before I get to see it. And I'll probably get to go to the NWO network now that I have the actual network that's on. And I'll be looking around on there to see what kind of shows they got on there. Now, I tell you one thing. Now, damn, I'm trying to call myself, gonna get up here and I can talk again. Um, Demetri Lit all day. She was doing a show, like reviewing the show. Like once the show come on, then you do the review, and it was about gay guys, but they were mostly transsexual that was living in a house together. And I was interested in that show, but I be in these other sectors so much I don't get to go to Demetrius, to know more about it. But I used to get be subscribed to whatever channel that is on here, not Demetrius, but the channel that do highlights on that show. But I never did get to go to the actual network. So, and see the baddies now they be fighting on there. Now my granddaughter, that's how I got the Zeus because I have her sign in on Zeus. And the baddies you can get all them on there. But I found out now I don't know if you guys be going on these streaming things and where you can watch the movies and stuff. I have several of those that I go on, and I watch the movies that's on the movie right now. I never pay to go to the movie. I watch all the new shit that be in the theaters. I watch them on right here on my computer. It's called it's HI movies, 123 movies, just watch. That's just a couple of the places I go to watch the movies that are on the in the theaters right now. And sometimes, like as soon as they put them when they come to the theater, like the next day you could like watch them, or the next 2 days you could watch them. Like whenever they release it to the theaters, you could watch them like in a day or two. Now I keep up with all the new movies like that, and I go to those and then like a lot of the series that's on other networks, like that BET Plus and Paramount Plus, all them kind of places. I go to those movie places that I just gave you the three names of just three I know of. I got 50 some I can go through. But you could see all the series on these other networks. You can see all the movies that's coming out. All that stuff free. You ain't got to register. I ain't got to pay nothing. I don't have no registration or none of that. I just type in the free movies and they'll pop up. And it's anything you want to watch: movies, horror, drama, crime, romance, whatever you like to watch, you can get that shit. And you can get it on these networks that like Zeus that you paying for free. You ain't got to pay for that shit. But they ain't on each one. You got to go through them and find out where these which one of these streaming sites have them. But all that shit free. I don't pay for none of that. But I'm getting ready to get the hell off here because it's almost New Year's and I'm not gonna be on here with y'all. Happy New Year. And like I said, y'all drive safe, the ones that's out there moving around, and get home safely. And y'all be safe running around the YouTube streets, okay? Ooh, child. We getting ready to go to 2026. I hope it be a great year for all of us. I pray that it be a great year for all of us. Ooh, child. I'm getting ready to go out here and see these drunks. drinking, and having a good time. Ooh, child. First stop, Goosey's to watch Snoop. I'll see you guys next time. Hit the like button on the way out. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to donate, please feel free to donate. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.